Hello my beautiful fragrance family, Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. And I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews. That $40-ish and under range, most of these are way less than that. And a good number of these you can find at your local rack stores. And I have one here that's been heavily requested. A lot of you guys have asked, hey, have you smelled this one? Have you smelled it? I mean, I get there's a lot of fragrances like that, but this one in particular, about a month ago, a lot of you guys were commenting, asking if I had smelled this one. So when I seen it, it's funny because I was actually looking for this particular fragrance, and lo and behold, I found Kings and Queens Blue Eau de Parfum. This is the first impressions. I have not smelled this one. I saved that for you guys. So let's go over this whole presentation. The ribbing that's on the quarter moon shape of this thing, there's no such thing as a half moon because you only ever see half of the moon at any one point. When the moon is shaped like that, it is a quarter moon. Look it up on your calendar. The ribbing kind of reminds me of this one, Rochas L'Homme. I like it. Feels kind of cool. So let's check this thing out. Pretty heavy atomizer lid. I don't know if that's like ceramic or something, but that's got some weight to it. Let's check out this atomizer. Ooh. Okay. Let's put this thing on skin. It's citrusy. There's powder. There's depth. This is definitely a blue fragrance. It's like grapefruit. I pick up a lot of grapefruit. Heavy on the citruses. Maybe some ginger. Waiting for some of the, there's some synthetic stuff going on in there, so let that die down a little bit. It's got some powderiness, citrus, grapefruit, ginger. Not sure if there's any ambroxan. It's got an ambroxan feel, but I don't know if it has ambroxan. I feel like there's like vetiver and sandalwood. It's got a little bit of like a little bit of spiciness, like some pepper. Little bits of it. It's really, I think you guys were comparing this to Bleu de Chanel, and it does bear a striking resemblance to Bleu de Chanel. This thing is for $14.99 at Burlington. This is a good pickup. It's nice. It's nice. I don't know what the performance is going to be like. I mean, it's an eau de parfum, so I assume that it's going to be decent. A lot of these are decent. That pressurized atomizer. A lot of the, it doesn't have the sticker on the bottom, so I'm assuming with that pressurized atomizer that this is one of our friends like Milestone or something like that, or Privé, that's been coming out with these fantastic clones lately, and they have that pressurized atomizer, or pressure sensitive atomizer, I should say. So, man, let me get another whiff of this thing. As it's starting to dry down, it's getting a little bit more of a woodsy nature. Still holding on to the citruses. Definitely heavy in the grapefruit and almost like a lemon vibe. Let me get the opening again on this hand. Compare the two. Oh yeah. The opening of this is definitely reminding me of Bleu de Chanel. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Not quite as crispy, but it's definitely got Bleu de Chanel vibes. There's no doubt about that. The dry down's smooth. Dry down's a lot smoother than the opening. The opening is quite synthetic. It's abrasive. Still got Bleu de Chanel vibes. Really like a super synthetic version of Bleu de Chanel. Eau de Toilette is what I'm catching out of this thing. So yeah, I mean, it's like a 6 out of 10 so far. I mean, it's really synthetic. If I get 5 hours out of this thing, it's a 6 out of 10. This will pretty much work in any season except for like the winter, because this isn't going to cut through the cold. It's not that kind of a fragrance, but this is super versatile. This is one of those dumb reaches. Like you could just do whenever, however. I'm not getting so much of a shower gel vibe out of this either. And Bleu de Chanel has some like frankincense, like an incense note, and I don't get a whole lot of that in this. Maybe after I wear it a few times, maybe I'll start discovering that note a little bit more. I think there's other things in Bleu de Chanel. There has to be. I think there's like cedar and stuff like that. There is a bit of a woodiness in there in this. My nose is kind of stuffed up, so I don't know if this thing is gone already, which I highly doubt, but I can't really smell the dry. I barely smell the opening too. I don't know what's going on with my nose, but there's a little bit of the creaminess. So let's start from the top. It's citrusy, it's bright, it's got a little bit of a pop from the ginger, a little bit. It's like a refreshing pop from the ginger, but hugely synthetic in the beginning. There's also vetiver. The vetiver hits you right in the beginning of this thing. I was definitely getting that. After the syntheticness started dying down a little bit, I could start picking up more of the things like vetiver. There's also a little bit of some spiciness, just a little bit. Hints of spiciness. Not getting so much of the incense like Bleu de Chanel, but also I am getting some more of the woods and the sandalwoods. I don't pick up on too many florals. I feel like there is a small hint of floral nature, but mostly this is like grapefruit, ginger, lemony vibe, vetiver, sandalwood, spicy, fresh, easy, daytime, summer, spring, fall, evening time, night out, night in, whatever, versatile, dumb reach kind of a fragrance. That's what this is. And like I said, 6 out of 10. If I get 5 hours out of this thing, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Reason why I don't go higher is because of how synthetic it is. But hope you didn't hear that. I just bumped the microphone. But yeah, for what it is, 15 bucks, you get a 6 out of 10. I mean, some of you guys are gonna think this is like an 8 or a 9 out of 10, just to be honest with you. But to me, I didn't waste my money on something I'm not gonna use. So later on, I'll do a full review on this thing and see if I'm catching or discovering anything new in this, what the performance is like overall, how it acts in different situations and scenarios. So for now, it's a 6 out of 10, and that is my, oh, also, I don't think there's an age range for this thing. You can give this to somebody that's like 13 years old or to somebody that's, you know, 60 years old, and I think everybody will enjoy this fragrance. So that's my first impressions on Kings and Queens Blue. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always, and until next time.